New developments tonight in a story we recently brought you about an online tool for helping clergy and lay people learn more about the faith. Magisterium AI, or artificial intelligence, is being used every day in more than 125 countries. It offers access to around 5,200 works. Only the Vatican has more online Catholic documents. The site also provides access to works by St. Thomas Aquinas, early church fathers, and more. And for more, we turn now to Matthew Sanders, creator of Magisterium AI. Matthew, great to have you back on. So remind us again about some of the uses of Magisterium AI. We know that it can help the faithful answer questions like, do Catholic worship saints? It can also help priests write homilies and provide research for students.
Exactly right. Some of the new mode we just launched called Scholarly Mode provides an opportunity for academics and researchers as well to do primary research and source analysis on, as you mentioned, the works of St. Thomas Aquinas and St. Augustine and Church Fathers. What's neat about the technology is it's about, because there's so many of these works by these famous theologians we all know. A good example would be the Summa. There's so many other works that St. Thomas has written that people have never heard of it before. And as opposed to going to a library and basically pulling all the books off the shelf and kind of skimming through them, what's neat about it is you can just kind of ask a question which is on your mind about St. Thomas, and it'll go and do the work for you of querying all these works. And sometimes we've had people report to us they're surprised to learn about a work of St. Thomas Aquinas, something he said about a particular topic they thought they were an expert in, but they had no idea he talked about it in some other work. Yeah.
So tell us, since the last time we talked, what have been some of the recent updates?
Well, I think the last time we talked, we had about 600 documents that the AI was referencing, and now it's referencing, as you mentioned, around 5,200. So that's one major development. There's still a lot more work to do on that, but certainly adding the new documents has added a lot more depth. There's a lot of hidden magisterial teaching that people just don't know about. For instance, I mean, I always knew that the most recent popes had done a lot of catechesis and their general audiences, for instance, but I didn't know this has been done by successive popes for a long time, and a lot of the subjects they'd covered are still incredibly relevant. So that's one thing that we've been hearing a lot from people, is that they appreciate getting access and hearing from these popes in ways they never heard from before. Another, of course, important addition is the scholarly mode. In addition to the 5,200 magisterial documents, we've added about 1,200 new Catholic theological and philosophical works in there. That's going to be expanding significantly as we invent new technology to help us with this library digitization process, which we're doing in partnership with the Pontifical Oriental Institute. So, of course, as that database grows and we have access to new works, it becomes more and more useful to more and more people around the world.
That's really exciting. What are you most excited about?
Well, I think the adoption has been something. I mean, you mentioned 125 countries, and some of those countries came as a bit of a shock to us. The United Arab Emirates was one of them. I mean, Kazakhstan, last night we had a peek in Kazakhstan, which was really fascinating. So it's just, I know this pontificate, Pope Francis, has focused a lot about reaching the periphery. And as I mentioned to you last time, that the point of this tool was to try and make church teaching more accessible and make it accessible to anyone on any device in their native language. And so it's been really, really neat is that as we've rolled this platform out and made it available in different languages, we've been seeing adoption around the world. One of our largest user groups is actually in Hong Kong, surprisingly.
Wow. That is really neat. I love to hear that. Matthew, I'm curious, though, as we know, like, technology is really not fail-proof. So talk to us about maybe some of the potential downfalls to AI.
AI still has a long way to go. And so, this is still very much a beta product. We've been very happy with the progress we made to date. I mean, one of the major problems with artificial intelligence systems is they're prone to hallucinate. So that's been a battle we've been dealing with since the beginning. So far, it's been very good, and we've been able to get those hallucinations down to a very small percentile. But as we add new works and we continue to upgrade the AI, it gets more and more faithful. So that's one challenge. It's just increasing people's confidence in its ability not to make things up. That's one of the reasons why we added citations into Magisterium AI from the very beginning. That was very important to us, to be transparent about where the AI's answers are generating from, so that if you think something it says doesn't sound right, you can go and check the primary sources. This is something that ChatGPT and Bard do not do yet. They will query the internet for you and give you an internet resource, but one of the things that our users said they like so much is that our AI is built on top of simply magisterial church teaching. That's all. So the references are coming straight from the documents of the church.
Matthew, we have maybe 30 seconds left or so, but quickly, if people would like more information, how can they find out about that? And also, what's next?
Yeah, so if you'd like to try Magisterium AI, it's at magisterium.com. What's next is really about expanding our partnerships and getting access to more and more works. We've been combing the internet, as much as we can, but there's a lot of hidden treasures inside of those libraries. So as we increase our partnerships with pontifical universities and get our hands on more important theological and philosophical works, we want to make those available to our users in our scholarly mode. So stay tuned. There's lots more to come.
All right, we will stay tuned. Matthew, great talking to you again. What a wonderful tool. We appreciate it. God bless.
Thanks very much.